because so much of her identity is wrapped up in that bullshit education. So much of that her identity is wrapped up in her titles and everything else, that the one title that's supposed to be the most important, wife, she can't get. Oh!
What's up, my hipdated therapists? It's your boy Ocean Chase back again with another video. You see the thumbnail, you see the title, you know what time it is. Let's get to it.
Why do smart women seemingly love to date dummies? And what I mean by dummies is I need you to ask yourself a question. How many times have you met a woman, an intelligent woman? You got her stuff together, got her masters, her bachelors. She is in that city and in other big cities walking around. She's a big stepper. You're talking about a woman who got her shit together, looks good, in shape. But then you ask about her dating history. Just ask about her dating history. Inevitably, it's littered with guys that are beneath her from an academic standpoint.
I think I'll disagree with Kevin Samuels a little bit on that point. I think most women will prefer a man who's better than them intellectually. Most women want a man who can lead. Most women do not want a weak man. But any woman who wants someone who's beneath her on purpose, just for the sake of controlling that man, is not a feminine woman. A woman who wants to be on top all the time is a woman who has masculine traits, and no man finds that attractive. So they come up with this excuse of, oh, men are intimidated by me, blah, 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 blah. No man is intimidated by you. I don't think that's the majority of women, actually. That's just the minority of women who are successful because they claim they can't find a man who is at their level, while in reality they're blind to their characteristic flaws and they can't seem to figure that out. So they put the blame on the man. It is because the man is intimidated by me because of my educational qualification. No man is intimidated by you because of your educational qualification. It's just that most men do not find masculine traits in a woman attractive. Masculine men, anyway, do not find masculine traits in a woman attractive.
Women like to be on top, especially women in our community. They cannot stand a man that they have to contend with. See, now here's the thing. You can see women who date men with a lot of money, but their money's not made in the market or in real estate, banking, finance, technology, logistics, contracting. It's not made that way. The only time you ever ask yourself, why are you an attorney and you're dating a football player? Why are you a doctor and you dating a rapper? Why can't you get another? I want to make the distinction. Having a college degree does not make you smart, but it is always fascinated me how many women that I know who are smart, who not opposites attract. It's not opposites attract, because you don't see this with any other group of people as much as you see it with our women. See, opposites attract is a nice way to make it convenient. Then why don't you see the same thing when you see a smart non-black woman? This is why, the reason it's a big deal is because when their relationships inevitably fail, which they often do, they'll always talk about the kind and caliber man. But then the question is, why can't you date the square guys on your level? The question is, why can't you deal with a man why can't the college girl get the college boy? Why can't the NBA girl get the NBA boy? Why can't the PhD girl get the PhD boy?
I think all that comes down to dating preference. Just because someone is a doctor doesn't necessarily mean they have to date a doctor. Just because someone is a football player doesn't mean they have to necessarily date a football player. People find people interesting in their own way. Okay, people have preferences for who they want to date on. Why? I'm an aircraft engineer, and I've never considered dating an aircraft engineer. I personally like girls who are nurses. Engineering itself is not a feminine job. So you have a very low percentage of female engineers in the field. So I don't think well, there are, if you could find people, who date each other, who come out from the same walks of life. You can find a doctor dating a doctor, but it might just be that they saw what they saw in each other and they really liked it. Okay.
And I've asked this question many times. Why can't you seem to get a man on your academic level? But inevitably, it's not the academics, it's the masculinity. See, and that's where this conversation has been off. You can't deal with a woman on your level, or we intimidate you. No. Your masculinity offends me. See, there are plenty of women who can get an education but still maintain femininity. Find an educated feminine woman and she loves a man who's not only smart, book smart, street smart, common sense smart, because she can rest in her femininity. That's why I say a woman of value is no dummy. Her mindset is smart, agreeable, and cooperative. So let's knock this bullshit off that, man, you talking about you want women not to get degrees and be smart. I just don't want you to be I don't want you to walk around being an educated, masculine ass woman. Why do you think that I'm a PhD thing rings so many bells? Because you have met so many PhDs who are masculine as fuck in their attitudes. And how many times have you met a PhD who has a man who she must submit to? Because they feel in control with these guys. Because they know he may make more money, he may have more this, have more that, but in the back of their mind, they know I'm smarter than him. They got a leg up.
I think Kevin Samuel just contradicted himself right there. He said earlier on in the video, a PhD doesn't make you smart. So why would a woman with a PhD think she's smarter than the man she's dating? Now I understand there are women who think their qualification educationally should make them more attractive in the dating market. Those are two completely different markets, by the way. And as we have seen, your educational qualification has nothing to do with the attraction a man is going to have for you. Men are attracted to femininity, not educational certificate.
They do not like having men that have something over them. It's control. Control. So, miss us with this bullshit. Nobody wants you. Nobody's intimidated by your education. You just can't deal with a man that you can't control. You can't deal with a man that is smarter than you.
I think women who exhibit these certain traits are insecure women. But it all comes down to the masculinity trait. You want a man you can control, you might as well buy a PlayStation 5 and play football. If you're a masculine woman with a high-paying job and you exhibit this masculine trait, unfortunately, the masculine men with a high-paying job are not going to find you attractive because you want to be in control. No masculine man with a high-paying job wants that in his life. That is the reason why most masculine women with high-paying jobs are single to their late 30s, 40s, and even 50s without finding a man who can put a ring on that finger because of the masculinity trait which they possess. And the unfortunate thing with women with this particular trait is they are blind to it. And even when you try to correct them, and when you try to pinpoint this particular flaw, they become defensive. You know why? Because women like this are unteachable. They are not feminine. They don't have those traits which a masculine man wants and finds attractive. And that is why women like this, who always want to be on top, always want to be in control, who can find that masculine man whom they can control, always go back and resort to the men below, like Kevin Samuels said. The men who do not have that PhD, men with lower qualification, because that makes them feel on top and gives them a feeling of control over the man.
And the funny thing is, when you talk around some of the females that kind of hang in these circles too, they sit there, their jaw get tight as shit, because they know we're talking about them. Like, yeah, you know Rhonda. Rhonda, yeah, she's a brilliant attorney, but damn, she always dating some dude that's a sandwich artist or Subway. Why? Because she can't deal with the dude that's on the partner track. Why? Because so much of her identity is wrapped up in that bullshit education. So much of that, her identity is wrapped up in her titles and everything else, that the one title that's supposed to be the most important, wife, she can't get. Oh shit. Oh, can't get that title. Hold on. Let me get my escape practice. Let me get my escape. Y'all ready? 79% of them been engaged. Oh shit! Let me leave. 79% of them is engaged. These are the women that got the 4, 5, 6, 7, 10-year relationships. Engaged for a hell of long, never married. Somebody help me. I'm on the 10th floor. Somebody help me. They all been engaged. I'm laughing because I'm thinking about this this is where the archetypes come through. It's like, well, damn, why the hell y'all all been engaged? Most of y'all been engaged, and then big time they'll tell you the school they went to and they love their degrees and this and that. It's like, where's the husband and the kids? I just can't wait to find nobody on my level.
You can't find anyone on your level because you want to be in control all the time. You can't find anyone on your level because you want to be on top all the time. And masculine men with high-paying jobs do not find women with these traits attractive at all. If you're a masculine woman looking for a man with a high-paying job at your level, here's what you need to do. You need to meet Tom Cruise and audition, because it is absolutely mission impossible. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Stay therapeutic.